Hi, welcome back to my channel. This episode is entitled, Many Are of Their Father. This morning, as I woke up and in my time with God, I started contemplating why those who say they are of God are repelled by my spirit. Then Jesus answered me immediately from the 8th chapter of the book of John, while whispering into my spirit, if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen? 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 of the King James Version. Many walk in darkness and refuse to be enlightened. Pay attention. Then the Pharisees said to him, where is this Father of yours? Jesus answered, you know neither me nor my Father. If you knew me, you would know my Father also. John chapter 8, verse 19 of the Amplified Version. I see so many who profess their love for Jesus, even God, but are clueless about his doctrine. The warnings are clear. Many think that mere men, or who they are, and God's forgiving nature is all that is needed to save them from his wrath. Those having a form of godliness are the most deceived. But listen to what Jesus is saying. Then he said again to them, I am going away, and you will look for me, and you will die unforgiven and condemned in your sin. Where I am going, you cannot come. John chapter 8, verse 21 of the Amplified Version. And again, he said to them, you are from below, I am from above. You are of this world, I am not of this world. John chapter 8, verse 23 of the Amplified Version. Jesus was telling them that they couldn't know him because they walked according to the flesh. When you see someone who is imperfect, but is consistently seeking Jesus, having a perfect heart towards him, but being brought down by the very people who claim to be his brothers and sisters, they are liars and the truth is not in them. You cannot disregard God's commandments, deny the truth, while continuing to live in sin as if you won't be held accountable. Those with these same attributes wanted to kill Jesus. I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you. John chapter 8, verse 37 of the King James Version. You will be hated when you speak the truth, even from a place of love. I like the Amplified Version of this. It makes it clear. If the world hates you, and it does, know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you belong to the world would love you as its own and would treat you with affection. But you are not of the world. You no longer belong to it. But I have chosen you out of the world. And because of this, the world hates you. John chapter 8, verses 18 through 19 of the Amplified Version. Do you realize that the ones who do easily reject and hate you are the Pharisees, those who proclaim to love God? They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Jesus saith unto them, If ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham. John chapter 8, verse 39 of the King James Version. Proof that your lineage, privilege, or entitlement, your credentials, and who you are will not matter. I feel the need to remind myself and others of this. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. Revelations chapter 20, verse 12 of the King James Version. The revelation, every man will be judged according to their works. A record is being kept. Our deeds are meticulously recorded. If you are of God, you will know his voice. Jesus said unto them, If God were your Father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. John chapter 8, verse 42 of the King James Version. The Holy Spirit is showing us why we will never truly be accepted. There are two fathers, God the Father and Satan. Meditate on this. Jesus himself acknowledges this for those who belong to the enemy. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. John chapter 8, verse 44 of the King James Version. Anyone who hates or distorts the truth is not of God. They are bound by sin, willingly deceived. God is love, and they that worship him must do so in spirit and in truth. Remember that judgment lies at the door. Then Jesus said, I came into this world for judgment, to separate those who believe in me from those who reject me, to declare judgment on those who choose to be separated from God, so that the sightless would see, and those who see would become blind. John chapter 9, verse 39 of the Amplified Version. Why, you ask? Because those who become blind are the ones who distort his word. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Romans chapter 1, verse 21 through 23 of the King James Version. Always coming from a place of love and in truth. Thank you for joining me again here at Words Accompanied by the Spirit. Thank you.